Many people believe that nightmares come from Satan. They do not. They come from God. Okay? I'll prove it to you. There's not one single nightmare that comes from Satan. It comes from God. And when I go down this path, I go hard. Okay? So you got to keep up. Number one, there is not one scripture in the Bible that says that Satan has the ability to give you a dream. Not one scripture. Number two, in scripture, God always warns where Satan is working. That's why he tells you to guard your mind and cast down thoughts and imaginations while you're awake. Take no thought saying, because he's planting thoughts. Everywhere that Satan is working, God is warning. And there is not one single scripture in the Bible that says any warning about Satan in dreams. Number three is creative. Dreams is someone making a movie with real characters that you can interact with in another dimension while your body is asleep. Number four, people are like, well, the dream was just so negative. It had to be from Satan. You know, it had to be from Satan. No, it's not. You just don't realize how horrific God is. Who created heaven? God. Who created hell? God. So that lets you know how horrific he can be. The Bible says that God is the one who created hell, but Satan and his angels and anybody that wants to go that way. Okay. Fourth one or fifth and whatever I'm on. Okay. And that is, let's read this. For God speaks again and again, though people do not recognize it. He speaks in dreams and visions of the night when deep sleep falls on people as they lie in their beds. Number one, he whispers in their ears. Number two, terrifies them with warnings. What you call a nightmare, God calls terror. There are a bunch of scriptures in the Bible where God said, I will terrify you in the dream. The first dream in the Bible is a straight nightmare. A king had to watch 7 animals physically eat 7 other animals. And he was forced to watch it until the 7 animals were completely consumed. Now, let me ask you a question. Do you think that you would wake up sane if you had to watch in a dream a dog physically eat tail, hoofs, mouth, eyes, and everything? You have to watch a dream of a dog chew and eat up a complete dog. You would wake up and you'd be like, oh man, that would mess you up. You're like, oh, that's Satan. No, it was God, because that was the first dream, was a nightmare. Here's the other thing about nightmare. Oh, let me just read this first. He whispers in their ears. Number one, terrifies them with warnings. Number two, makes them turn from doing wrong. Number three, keeps them from pride. Number four, he protects them from the grave. In other words, the decisions and the road that you're on is going to kill you. And number five, he gives you a dream or a nightmare so that you don't cross over into hell. It's called the river of death, the lake of fire. That's why a lot of unbelievers, they constantly have bad dreams about falling in a volcano, free falling in the air, drowning in the ocean, catching on fire. Many of them cross a bridge and the bridge collapses and they fall down. It's God giving them dreams because they won't listen. He said, I speak to you again and again. You're not listening to the preacher. You're not listening to your grandmother. You're not listening to the Bible. So I just got to give you a dream and show you their demise. Y'all got that? Okay. Other thing is, when you study the scripture, every single man of God that had a nightmare, they would always turn to the dark side and the occult first. The witches, the warlocks, all of those individuals. And 100% of the time, the witches, the warlocks, and the occult would say, this is outside of our territory, sir. We can't interpret stuff like this. And so 100% of the time, they would have to go get a man of God. Why? Because wherever the dream comes from, that's where the interpretation comes from. So if it's a nightmare, it'll also come from above. I hope I'm not talking too fast. Here's another thing that happens. Well, why is my nightmare so dark? Because you're living in sin. That could be a reason, is that God is giving you a dream showing you just how horrific you living in sin is, while you making an excuse trying to make it seem like it's light. Oh, it ain't that deep. We just gonna live together. We ain't got to get married. So that's called sin. So the Lord gives you a nightmare to show you just how horrific it looks. Watch this. When a brother and a sister sleep together, because until you get married, y'all are spiritually brothers and sisters. So it's actually spiritual incest when you live with a woman and you have sex with her and you're not married. It's 3 times God changes you. Once when you give your life to Christ. Second, when you get married, it says he merges you into one. And the third time is when you get to heaven. It says you are given a glorified body. And this one is thrown away and destroyed. 3 times God changes you. Okay. So he'll give you a dream like that. Okay. Or I know, I don't know him personally. There was a homosexual man. He was a minister preaching and everything. But he was in a homosexual lifestyle. Every night he would get a nightmare about a demon holding him upside down against the wall, molested his private parts. It came from Satan. No, it didn't. It came from God, showing him his upside down lifestyle and that there was a demon behind it. Bingo. Okay. Here's another reason for nightmares. I told you I would crank. I don't want to go too deep, but I'll take you 2 more. So 1, It's just showing you that your crazy lifestyle. Secondly, Bible says no weapon formed against you will prosper. So sometimes when Satan and hell and these demons, they create a weapon against you, they create a blueprint for your demise, they create temptations. Well, once they create it, God will then turn it into a movie. They're called a nightmare to show you what Satan is working on, because whatever his plans are for you, they are horrific. And then I'll stop here. Sometimes you're having a positive dream, watch this, and it'll be interrupted and it'll immediately go south. Or you're having a good dream and all of a sudden it turns really negative. It even be the demons in the dream. You know what it is? It's God telling you that there's a demon in your bedroom, because they know that they're locked out of the dream world. So what they need to do is they need to interrupt your sleep. So they'll try to interrupt your sleep because they know God is speaking to you in a dream. And if that happens, then God will actually show you in the dream. Creatures will show up in the dream. It's because God is telling you there's demons in your room. Just tell you. You never get to the truth if you don't just focus on the truth.